Hi everyone, this is Alan Beckley, back with you once again. Today I am here to speak to you live, as you can see, from my yard in Plano, Texas. I'm the inventor of the Wonder Wallet. My name is Alan Beckley, and today's discussion or video is all about patent attorneys. You know why I especially like patent attorneys? Does anybody have an idea why I like patent attorneys? Here's why I like patent attorneys. At least to my experience, the patent attorney is the only attorney I've ever hired who actually made me money. Now that sounds like an interesting prospect, don't you think? But back to the subject. Today's subject is basically, I call it best friends with your patent attorney. And you should be best friends with your patent attorney. If you're going to be successful as an inventor, you need to have a good relationship with your patent attorney. And that's what today's video is all about, having a good relationship with your patent attorney. So we'll be talking about three different topics, what I call why, what, and how. Specifically, why do you need a patent attorney? That seems useful to know, don't you think? A lot of people think they don't need a patent attorney. I strongly believe you need a patent attorney if you're going to be a successful inventor. Number two topic will be what to expect from your patent attorney. And then the third topic will be how to work effectively with your patent attorney. Before I quite get to that, I do want to mention also on my website, alanbeckley.com, it's ALANBECKLEY.com, you can find some other resources regarding patent attorneys. So how to find a great patent attorney is the blog that I did on Monday, and that's on alanbeckley.com/blog. And also attached to that blog there is a free cheat sheet that is specifically find an attorney cheat sheet. It's some specific resources for you to be able to find a patent attorney in your local area. But today I don't want to talk about either the topics of finding a patent attorney. I want to talk about relationships with a patent attorney, how best friends with your patent attorney, how to work effectively with a patent attorney. So let's get started. First topic, why do you need a patent attorney? As I mentioned, there's people who think you don't need a patent attorney. But when you're an inventor, you've got a product or an invention, and you go and present it to people who may license your product and pay you royalties, which is my particular favorite. I like royalties. Or you may decide to manufacture it on your own. Either of these things are fine, but here's the problem. Without a patent, this wonderful new innovation that you've spent blood, sweat, and tears creating over perhaps many years, as many inventors do, actually is public domain, meaning anybody can look at it, anybody can buy your product and say, that's cool, I think I will sell those too. And you know what? If they go out and manufacture it and begin to sell it in competition with you, against you and your own invention, they have done absolutely nothing illegal, because it's in the public domain and it's not protected. But if you file a U.S. patent on it, one, and two, if your patent pending and a patent becomes issued, now you have a legal right to it. It literally is intellectual property, and you have a legal right to prevent others within the United States, in this example, from producing your product without paying you royalties or without your permission. So that's the whole point of a patent, is it gives you exclusivity to use that product for up to 20 years. And in the case of licensing, meaning you have another manufacturer or a company who you grant rights through a licensing agreement to manufacture, sell, and distribute it, then they too can have the right to prevent their competitors from manufacturing the same product. That gives them a marketing advantage. So for those key reasons, a patent can be very valuable, and anybody who's serious about being an inventor and serious about having a product out in the marketplace, sorry about the airplane, really and truly must consider it, more than consider it, you really must have a patent. So those are two key reasons why you need a patent attorney. Oh, let me cut to one more thing. A lot of people have heard, and a lot of people believe, that you can actually file your own patent. Short answer is, indeed, you can file your own patent. But it's a huge mistake, because patents are very complicated, and the average novice, even who reads a lot, that files their own patent is likely to spend a few $1,000s and have something that is worthless, that anybody can work around without legally infringing it because it's not written properly. So get an expert, a patent attorney. The other last point I want to make on this segment is there are patent attorneys and there are patent agents. So what's the difference between a patent attorney and a patent agent? There's one key difference. A patent attorney, because he or she is an attorney, can practice in a court of law, meaning if you ever have to go to court for any reason, for example, a infringement lawsuit, then a patent attorney can indeed represent you in that court of law, whereas a patent agent can't because he or she is not an attorney. However, outside of those examples, a patent attorney as well as a patent agent is fully able to represent you and prosecute your patent before the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, the USPTO.gov. An attraction in some cases for a patent agent is he or she may be a little more economical than a patent attorney. This isn't always the case, but sometimes that's the case. So you may be well served by either a patent agent or a patent attorney. For the rest of this, I'm going to refer only to patent attorneys, but realize that everything I'm saying here applies to patent agents as well. So key point, the reason you need a patent attorney is simply because without a patent, you've got nothing that is defensible, nothing that is your own. It's just public domain, and anybody can do the same thing you've just done, and they've done nothing illegal. So you really have no property without a patent. So that's the key reason why it's very important. And then the second reason you need a patent attorney is I just strongly recommend against anybody who is inclined to try to write their own patent. It just doesn't usually go well. Let's go to the second topic, what to expect from a patent attorney. I think this is an important topic because a lot of people really kind of don't really know what to expect from a patent attorney or how they should work effectively with their patent attorney. In many instances in the beginning, and I had this, when you're a novice, you distrust everybody, right? Including your patent attorney, because you just know your patent attorney is a smart person and they're going to steal a smart idea and do it themselves. Well, not likely. A patent attorney, patent agent, they have a very high ethical bar, meaning everything they do with you is attorney-client privilege, and it's a huge legal risk for them to ever try to steal your idea, etc., so it's extremely unlikely. But it also means you do not need to sign a non-disclosure with them. You can if you want to, but you don't need to, because everything that you disclose to them is private and not public, and it's protected. But a couple of keys about working effectively with a patent attorney. Once you know that you can trust your patent attorney, that he or she is there to help you have success and hopefully getting an allowance for your patent, then you should and can and must freely share information with that attorney. So for example, I strongly recommend, it's a great idea to go to USPTO.gov and do your own patent search. And there's a little bit on the blog about that. alanbeckley.com/blog. So you can do your own patent search, and it's a good idea and it's free, but then whatever you find from your patent search before you meet with your patent attorney, then you should bring that and give that to his attention or her attention and share that freely, because you're working together and likely they're going to find everything you found plus a whole lot more. So share that freely with them. Also share with them, what are your goals? What are you trying to accomplish? What are your hopes? Bring a prototype with you. The more you can share with them, the more you can explain your product and what you hope and intend to do with it, the better the attorney can understand what it is you have and also craft ideas for creating intellectual property that will give you the best chance of obtaining a strong patent. So you can expect the patent attorney generally to be your friend and to help you, and you need to share freely with them anything that you know and anything that's relevant. Recognize this is going to be a multi-year relationship. This is the reason it's very important to work effectively with your patent attorney. And when I say multi-year, a typical patent is going to take 3 years to issue, sometimes more. So you'll be working with that patent attorney for a while. And hopefully if you file multiple patents, you may be working with them for many years. So important to have a good relationship. So that's why do you need a patent, and that's the what of what to expect from a patent attorney. And then the third one is how to work effectively with a patent attorney. And I've already talked a little bit about that. But essentially share everything freely with them and don't hold anything back. And also, I guess one thing I didn't cover under the what to expect, you could say what not to expect. A patent attorney is not a marketing guru, and it's not their job to know the ins and outs of your product, what will make it sell better in the marketplace, or even to negotiate a licensing agreement with you. That's not their job, that's not their skill set. Their skill set and their job is understanding how to prosecute what it is you want to turn into a patent before the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office and give you the best possible chance to obtain a strong patent that will give you the intellectual property protection you're looking for. So those are the key things. Why do you need a patent attorney? I already told you about that. What is it you can expect from your patent attorney? And then how to work effectively with your patent attorney. So I guess with that, I'll be signing out, and I will be doing these videos every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Central Time. And also be aware that there's information on alanbeckley.com, my website. And also, I'm very excited that this fall, specifically November 15th, I am launching a free webinar for inventors called Launch. And the whole point of this webinar is to help you to go from your idea to a retail-ready product, which is the first key step to either licensing your product or manufacturing and building it on your own. You can find all the details about that upcoming webinar on alanbeckley.com/webinars with a plural. And I am also looking for people who would be interested in being early birds, because the webinar itself is for free, but at the end of it, naturally, I'm going to be offering a more step-by-step, very detailed process, everything I've learned in the last 15 years, into a form that you could purchase that, and the early bird purchase price will be $195 for access to all of that, as well as a Facebook group, etc. And that's all going to be coming in November. So all of that is on my website. And for now, I will be signing off, and thank you very much for watching. And if you have any questions, please let me know. And also, don't forget to subscribe or follow if you find this to be helpful. So with that, I'll sign off. Zai Chen, goodbye, and we will see you guys soon.